Definitely DMX
Yeah.
to start on the early side. DMX, Ludacris, 50 Cent, Sean Paul, um, Bone Thugs and Harmony. I always liked Sade. Sade was always, she was just always there, just in the background somewhere, just playing. But definitely DMX though. I would have to put him number one, and that translated to Lil Wayne as I got older, and from there it was like just Lil Wayne, like straight up. And then as I got older, like now I just listen to everything, like
Yeah.
literally everything.
Right.
I listen to a lot of rock. It was not at first though,
Okay.
but yeah.
When did you get into rock and what got you into it?
I think the first rock artist I was listening to was probably Paramore. And I was like around like when Twilight came out, when they came out with like that Decode song and shit, because my sister used to listen to it, so I just like caught on. But yeah, that was like the first one. But now I just been dropping all that shit, and all my friends be getting me hip to that shit. So
Right.
I'm still getting hip to shit from like the '80s. It's like brand new to me. I'm like, what is this? So I be texting them like, why you haven't told me about this yet? But yeah. Wreck the Deck, at first it was a different song with a different beat and a different vibe and not so much different vibe, but it wasn't as aggressive. And then I just ended up, we put the guitar on there and everything, and then it just got turned up. It just felt like it was supposed to be that way, So yeah. We had the Invasion house bash at Lau's house, and we was all on his. It was a bunch of people, like a whole fucking thing. It was like over 100 people. He had this big ass wooden deck in the back, and it ended up caving in. So it was like fucked up. So he just looked. I looked up and I just hear it. I was like, my fucking deck is wrecked. And then like this light bulb just went up in my head. I was like, deck is wrecked. Deck. And then like I was like, wreck the deck. And then like, yeah, and he ended up getting on it, and it happened at his house. It was like a big circle of mind fuck. It was pretty cool.
crazy.
Yeah, it was a cool story.
Yeah, that's a dope story.
Yeah, I definitely never got into anime. I like anime porn. I watched Attack on Titan. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but that was one that I actually sat down. I was like, okay, this is different. But yeah, cartoons though. I watched a million cartoons growing up. Yeah.
Right.
South Park. I was watching that forever. Damn. I really do like Scooby Doo a lot too. Let me see. I don't know. I'm gonna go right now, just like to be on the safe side. I go with like Scooby Doo, Courage, and South Park.
Okay.
I might regret that later, but I know they at least up there for sure. Definitely Wayne. Definitely The Weeknd. Definitely Travis. If X was still alive, X for sure. Shit, man. I want to work with everybody though. Like I feel like I have the type of style where I could adapt to like down there anything. I want to work with Youngblood real bad. I like Youngblood a lot. A lot of people, man. Shit, man. Definitely Lil Wayne in The Weeknd. Though.
Yeah.
And Travis. I guess those would be my top three.
Everybody's-
Yeah, I was a fan. Like I'm
Touched you.
a fan. Yeah, like one of those. Like when he died, I had like a whole memorial for him and everything. Like I fucked with X. And then I don't know. I was one of the only people I knew that was like trying to make music like that. And then I heard that shit, and I was like, damn, yes, like that's what I'm on. I related it to it. So like I don't know. I just caught on like quick, man. I fuck with X heavy though. Yeah, I think he was probably a cool dude in person too. I would like to work with Ski too. I like his flow a lot. So
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, I want to work with everybody though, for real, man. Man, I feel like the different. See that could get deep. That could mean like, what does that drug make me feel like when I'm writing that music, when I'm listening to it? How did it affect my life to the point where I thought about something to put it into the music? I don't know, but I know I could write music without drugs, but I do know when I smoke weed or like take some acid or take some mushrooms or something, it just make me think differently. You know what I'm saying? It just makes shit click different. It just make me think of how to word things differently. I don't know. Some of my best music is off that shit, but some of my best music is just sober shit that I thought of real quick. So it's like it has a cool effect on it. I don't think it have a real negative effect on it at all, for real. It definitely give me some different thought patterns. Like it's definitely some shit that I wouldn't have been able to think of without it, but I would have still thought of some different cool shit. But I'm happy I thought of this that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I fuck with it. Everything you just gotta take with a grain of salt. You just gotta do it all in moderation. You know what I'm saying? I would never want to get like handicapped to it and like have to take drugs in order to write or some shit. That shit corny. But you know, if I want to do that for that day and experiment with it, I'll go ahead. You know. I just think about the future for real, and just like knowing what I got. I just be having to like check myself for real and just remind myself. And then like if I'm not positive, then okay, then what? Say I do lose hope. I can't just be like, I can't have nothing to look forward to because I'll be like fucking suicidal. Like I have to look forward to shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't just be pondering and wandering. Like, I don't know. It's I guess I'll stay positive as a human first, which makes staying positive as an artist a little easier. Once you got it conquered just as a person, then that's just you. You know what I'm saying? So you could ask that same question to like a construction worker or anybody else, and it's the same shit. Because once you got that shit locked as who you are, what you do as a career or whatever, hopefully it just drips into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just staying positive because it's hard to stay positive. Period. Like how you said, last year was weird. It wasn't just weird for rappers. It was weird for everybody. So you just gotta like know how to handle that shit, man. As an artist, it can get hard, but I guess I just know I'm special, and I just use what people tell me and like the confirmations I get from people to just like, okay, so I'm not tripping. So that shit was hard. So when I made that song and I thought that shit was hard as fuck, I wasn't just being like big headed. Like it was really hard. Yeah. That's the thing. I'm like hard on myself. I try to be like humble, but not too humble to the point where I fuck myself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like I would like some shit to be hard, and I would be like, maybe it's not that hard. Maybe I'm tripping, but it really do. So I just gotta keep a positive mindset. Yeah. I believe in manifesting and what you put out, you get back, all that. So I just try to keep that in my head. Shit, man. My boy Louds, me and my boy Louds, we working on a collab project. I've been writing to a lot of industry beats. I'm gonna just throw like an industry beat tape out just to keep shit going. I'm trying to do videos to as many songs off the album as possible. Then I got a lot of shit in the back of my head. Like I'm still trying to work on the tape with Low Life Lane. And then I want to do a tape featuring all female artists and call it Mama's Boy. It's just a lot of shit. I got some merch coming, man. Just trying to get into like doing little skits and shit just to keep content on Instagram and shit like that. Just sky's the limit. Not even. Like there is no limit. So I'm just trying to do it all, man.